Dr. Brown chose a DeLorean as his time machine in Back to the Future, the 1985 cult classic directed by Robert Zemeckis elevated the DeLorean DMC-12 to iconic status, bringing a deep sense of nostalgia and making it a rare collector's item. Within the Back to the Future franchise, the plutonium-powered DeLorean time machine is Dr. Brown's greatest invention. He demonstrates this creation to his friend Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox at the Twin Pines Mall, sending his dog Einstein 1 minute into the future. To understand why Dr. Brown chose a DeLorean DMC-12 sports car as his time machine, one must analyze how the idea came about. On November the 5th, 1985, Dr. Emmett Brown was in his bathroom to hang a watch, as he was a large collector of watches and was interested in research on time travel, timing them perfectly for observational purposes. However, because the porcelain was wet, Dr. slipped and fell, hitting his head on the sink. This accident led to a vision of the flux capacitor, which he sketched in a preliminary diagram used to complete the capacitor in 1985. Next, the doctor adapted the flux capacitor to the DeLorean DMC, and based on his calculations, the car needed 1.21 gigawatts of power and a speed of 88 miles per hour to travel through time. In the first test of the machine, the engine was revved up to 65 miles per hour while braking, sending the car flying in the direction of the Doctor and Marty. The vehicle emitted an electrical current similar to that of a Tesla coil and disappeared just before hitting the two, leaving trails of fire caused by the temporal displacement. When Marty asked him why he chose a DeLorean, Doc explained that if he were going to build a time machine, he needed to do it in style. In addition, he mentioned that the DeLorean's stainless steel construction made it easier to travel in time, making time travel possible in the Back to the Future films. Doc didn't go into further detail as his timer beeped, indicating that the DeLorean would return with Einstein in seconds. Of course, the construction of the DeLorean with fiberglass covered by stainless steel panels was one of the reasons for the choice. The vehicle's unusual styling and aesthetics were key in Doc's decision, especially when the test was a success with Einstein's safe return and an intact DeLorean. Another reason for choosing the DeLorean was that Zemeckis initially imagined the machine as a pickup truck or refrigerator mobilized by a car. When the creators decided to use a DeLorean as a time machine, co-writer Bob Gale opted for this vehicle, believing it matched the eccentric nature of Dr. Brown. To achieve the required speed of 88 miles per hour, Doc and Marty decided to push the DeLorean with a steam locomotive, replacing its wheels with a set adapted to the train tracks. The legacy of Back to the Future depends not only on the chemistry between Doc Brown and Marty, but also on the DeLorean time machine, which has become a cultural icon referenced in various films and video games, such as in Spielberg's film Ready Player One, where Parzival uses it to win the race inside the oasis before it is destroyed by Mega Godzilla. So, did you like the explanation? Do you have any other explanation? Is there anything you would like to add? Comment below.